dug deep. You're Ken Kell. You're the hockey guy. I go, I don't know anything about this guy.
This is The Conversation Line, presented by Figer Law.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Conversation Line, brought to you by Figer Law. I'm Daniella alongside the TV voice of your Detroit Red Wings, Ken Daniels, and a very special guest joining us today in town celebrating his 2024 Hall of Fame induction, Pavel Datsyuk. Pavel, thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to see you in Detroit again.
Thank you for inviting me.
So walk us through everything. You were recently inducted, just last week, I believe that was, into the Hockey Hall of Fame, the 2024 class. Felt like a bit of a whirlwind. We were in Toronto. The Red Wings got to play in the Hall of Fame game. Just describe the weekend for us.
With my language, it's a bit short. It's a good week. Nervous for me because I'm not big of fan of speech of media. But it's a good surprise. Red Wings play with Toronto. It's fun to watch our team there, and lots of people, lots of Hall of Famer there from Red Wings. They talk to them, support, and unforgettable moment like last week.
People probably don't understand how difficult it is, and you speaking in another language. Have you always worried about that? Because your English, I think, was better in the beginning than you let on, wasn't it? Be honest.
No, it's when I'm play hockey, when every people recognize, I'm probably don't thinking about my language. But now I start older, and I'm more start worry about like old man. But it's a long time done being USA, and I forget what I have before. Now I start to more use it, but it's better if I learn English.
We always joked about it that, you know, when you were playing with Brett Hull, when you came to the team, and you said no English to the media. Was your English better that you could have, but you wanted to avoid the media? And I wouldn't blame you.
We're crazy, what can I say?
In the beginning.
Actually, my language, where I am, maybe I understand, but hard to explain what I'm wanted to say, wanted to feel it. Like I think it's because it's I don't have much word how to translate from Russian to English, but also it's different translation, and I have many mistakes when I'm start a little bit learning. I just understand how I have many mistakes.
And that was okay, and we all understood that. How did you actually come to learn the English language more and more? How did you do it?
It's when I'm beginning, I'm so exciting to maybe I learn English. It may help me, but then when I start play hockey, I'm just like, it's okay. And
I don't need it.
But easy to learn. In a hockey world, and we usually in the locker room with coach talk to you, player talk to you, and I appreciated lots of players to help around, and he understand I'm not understand, and they try to explain me everything and try to understand. So thank you for patience to me. But later I'm talk to how I talk like right now.
So there's one Red Wing that's still on the team right now that you had the chance to play with just for a year, his rookie season, Dylan Larkin. And he was talking about you last week when we were in Toronto, and he remembers specifically you being a big fan of that D-Boss video that got released on YouTube and how you kind of helped him get through that. Do you remember?
No.
You don't remember the one of him playing hockey?
I'm already told you I'm old.
He was playing in his basement, and he
pretending
said
he's
D-Boss.
Patrick Kane.
It wasn't
Yeah.
it? And he was shooting in his basement. He called himself D-Boss, and then it came out on social media. And you
maybe if I see video, maybe I remember now.
But well, tell us this: what do you remember about playing with a young Dylan Larkin and what his skill set was like?
Yes, when we're playing, and now I see in a few games and where I'm here, and especially in Toronto, where I can see he grown up. He just more be man and more care about team and more bring the team to another level. But then fun to watch.
Are you surprised at all that he is wearing the C?
By surprise.
Yeah.
He probably deserve it. He in like franchise for Red Wings, and I think it's good. And he have many years, and he a good player, and I think he come to much better.
You know, when we came over here in the 01-02 season and you were in training camp, and Brendan Shanahan told me the story that all the groups were split up and they had made the cuts, and you see you walk in and Shanny said, "Who's this guy?" And Brett Hull was in your group, and Holly said, "Wait till you see this guy. He's unbelievable." What do you remember about playing with Brett Hull? Because obviously your synergy was pretty good. 2 kids and an old goat. It was you, Boyd Devereaux, for the most part, and Brett Hull. What do you remember, and what did you learn from Brett? And what did Brett tell you that you had to close your ears and tune him out?
It's first help, like what lots of people say, it's I'm lucky I'm not the same Brett. But second one, he gave me confidence, he support and helped me. Another one, for my experience, lots of good player in NHL, but especially on the Brett, I needed to throw puck to where he is. Doesn't matter perfect pass or not, he can make it good shot and then make it in a shot where he won, and of course he scored lots of goals. This is make me more confidence and support. I'm start feeling I'm good player, I guess.
You were known in your career for being a great two-way player, very good defensive player, along with being able to do the very skilled offensive things. Was that always a part of your game, or how did that advance when you became a part of the Red Wings organization?
First of all, I play with Brett Hull. I need to be a two-way player. But also, it's talk about Brett Hull. You know how he want to score, but he lots of helped me in the locker room too, and talk to me how he wanted to play or some. Of course, it's Igor involved too, and he translate and explain how he thinking too. But it's a two-way player. When I come to Red Wings, I see how the hockey game is too fast, how everything change, and some in the turnovers player can score, and when I made too many mistakes, the opportunity to score to us, and during I think it's when it's a Babcock common, Mike Babcock, and he just he start focus on my two-way players and more make it detail and more push me, and he make it rules what I'm agree. Less you play in the defense, more you play in offense. It's easy to learn.
I think we would have to speak of, when you came here, Igor Larionov. I sat right in front of you and Igor on the bus for a number of years. What did Igor mean to you?
He one of the kind of part of my teaching, my study, and he my teacher more. He gave too many advice, and where we hear, not only on ice but off ice too, and he everything to explain me, lots of details how they work, how to you want to be better, and many details like when I say gym, off ice, media. Don't talk to media.
Don't talk to me.
That's always the advice, isn't it?
And, of course. And I have fun and I'm enjoyable this moment. I wish it's be more years we play together. I think I may learn more. But then it's a special time for me.
Do you ever see Igor or any of your other teammates?
I see Igor now. Igor coach in a team in the KHL, and he visit our town. I try to find us to find time for me, and we just have a coffee or tea and talk to him. And always nice to talk to him, and lots to learn from him.
Leon Draisaitl uses a stick similar to yours, the big paddle. How did that help you Where did that come from?
It's easy to where it's sun and ice in a warm city like California. They sometimes ice it's roughly in a puck lots of bounce and it's easy to stop them. And it's helped me in a face-off. Extra inches it's helped to win. I'm not great in the face-off, but it's extra inches to help me win to in the face-off.
You weren't great in the face-off. You weren't bad. But what you were terrific at was stealing pucks and Selke trophies for best defensive forward. And I always was amazed. Well, one game I remember, you caught Connor McDavid. And Connor McDavid was at center, and you were at the blue line tracking back, and you caught him. That truly amazed me. Your speed was probably underrated. But how you'd hit the guy on one side with your stick and then quickly lift the stick on the other side or lift the stick to get it. What little ways did you find was the best for you that you could steal pucks like that? How did you learn that? What was the thought process?
It's hard to explain my thoughts processor, Pentium, but it's I think it's a fun. You like I always thinking you like hunter, and you wanted to hunt this puck. You don't want to need to like you follow people, make it when they relax, and make it your shot. You don't have many shots and opportunity to, and you need to make sure it's your shot is big, exactly 100%.
Do you know the guys at practice didn't really want to play that one-on-one with you because you were too good? You know that, right?
Probably they say like that, but they, of course, we want to play one-on-one, and we want to make each other better. We compete each other, and I help them. They try to make it better, and they help me. And I think it's usually how we work.
Do you remember with Chris Chelios, do you remember any specific battles with him? Because I've heard stories about you two going at it later in his career.
Of course, I have lots of bruise from him, but we have good time. And like you say, we compete, and every practice we make it looks like sometimes more harder in a game. It's easy in a game, and followed in a game.
It is true when you were working out game day, players would come in because I witnessed it. Pav, go home. But you'd be in the workout room, you'd be training. Where did the desire come from that you had to be stronger, even day of game? You never tired out?
I think it's every human can be tired, but you don't need the chops. You don't need to give it up to your opportunities. To you tired, you make it not make it them feel good. But I think it's one of the rules what I have. Like you need to be better prepared in a practice, more easy to play in a game. You make extra power to if you need it, you can take it from your the bag.
Did you instill any of that in some of our young prospects? Because I know you had the opportunity this summer to be out on the ice at Red Wings development camp, which was very cool for everybody. I think the coaches really appreciated it, the development staff, and of course the players. They only know you through watching your YouTube highlights these days, but they were really excited to have you out there.
I'm appreciated for Red Wings invite me and let me in, and I hope I help player and I talk to coach. It's a good time, but it's hard for short times to really see everything. And for hard work, it's player choose themselves what player he wanted to be and how they want to work. Everybody have an own goal, and we try to help them to make it this goal faster. But some people want a long way.
I have to ask you about your fight with Cory Perry.
Oh yeah.
What were you thinking at the moment?
I don't think just like defend myself. But it's like I think it's a man games. Everybody first rules to any player you wanted to defend yourself. And don't be shy.
You weren't, and the neat thing is you had a beautifully framed picture of the fight and the game sheet, and Gordie Howe signed it. He had a Gordie Howe hat trick. That was so cool.
No, it's I'm happy I have this one. At least I'm lucky one in my career. It's
Right.
enough.
You know that video has just recently resurfaced in the Red Wings locker room because Joe Veleno fought Cory Perry. That was Joe, wasn't it? There was just a recent fight, or was
Yeah.
it Christian? One of those two
No,
fights.
it was Perry because 290s.
Yeah. It was Joe Veleno. So we had to show him. We said, Pavel Datsyuk fought him too. So
That's
we
right.
had to bring up the video.
I tell story. I hear story about like someone of this game, and we like impressed how the media work. Like they have a fight, and the next second they show my fight, and like look like preparation something, and it's
Yeah.
good job.
You see, we never forget you. How many kids you have? Five kids? How many kids?
I have many.
Huh?
I have many kids.
Many kids. How many kids you have?
I have many kids.
Many kids. How
So
are
they
your
keep you
kids?
busy.
Yeah.
How are your kids?
I'm happy. I'm now they age from 0 to 10, and making me like real daddy, and I can see how they grown up, and it's fun to watch them how they grown up, how they walking, speaking, everything, and fighting, but they melt me.
Are they
I'm an
playing?
Iceman, but they melt me.
Are they playing hockey?
One of them.
Yeah. Is that fun for you?
Make sure it's not fun for me. It's make sure he have fun, and when I see he wanted to practice, he smile, make me happy. I don't want to push them to what I want. He just choose his dream.
It was a beautiful speech, and thank you for mentioning Mick and me. Much appreciated.
Don't forget to tip me.
I'll tip you. I'll tip you.
I see what happened there. That was a deal, wasn't it?
Absolutely, it was. There was enough Datsyuki and Deeks, and you didn't mind that, right? The Datsyuki
No,
and Deeks.
it's fun.
Good. I'm glad. And you also mentioned your parents and what they meant, and a chance here. How much they meant to you, your parents.
Oh, it's they when I grown up, they leave me when I'm pretty young, like 16, almost 16. Dad almost like over 20, but it's I'm still feeling how they love me, and they give it to me lots of love and lots of lesson to. They'll learn me to be in a good man outside. Cannot teach me to play hockey or being a good player, but they make me to be good man outside. Like, and I help people.
We talked about your family a little bit, and you were on the ice a little for Red Wings development camp, and I'm sure your kids are keeping you busy. But what else have you been up to since you were done playing hockey?
I'm done playing hockey not a long time ago, just
I know.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
But I'm happy my KHL team, where I'm finished career, they give me job. I work for a team for development young guys, like age 16 to 20, and I have fun there. I touched with hockey, and I'm busy every day with them too. And this is why I come to Detroit, see, and I try to make it more experience for me, and what I have used there, bring it to here.
Some players, when they retire, they say, I can't be the best I was, so it was time. In your mind, in your 40s, what finally thought, I can't play at this level anymore? Was that what it was?
My mind, when I watch hockey right now, I'm thinking I can make it better, but when I take a skate, I'm like, I don't think so. But of course, every player wanted to be show up to your best, and later in my career, a little bit harder to my movement, uncomfortable, lots of injury to making me. I start feel it like when I'm younger. I think I'm like kind of Superman, but when I start older, I'm start feeling, and I start like feel my movement disappear somewhere.
When you look back on the career that you were able to put together, the now Hall of Fame career, what things do you remember most?
15 years I'm here. It's I think it's a lot of guys. I'm thinking to remember some in a Stanley Cup or something, but I think it's like 15 years. It's a good, fun road, and lots of good happen when I talk to people, media, everything. It's every people too nice to me, smile most time, and I think it's this most important and what a enjoyable moment.
And as we finish up here and we record this, the New York Islanders are in town, and the New York Islanders were sending jerseys over, and they wanted your autograph. Many of them, I don't know, were just born maybe when you started, and now you're watching YouTube. How does that make you feel when they think Pavel Datsyuk's in the building? I need something from him.
Of course, it's make me warm. Of course, make it me remind people remember me, and but it's what I say. Any way how I can help people, I would love to.
Have you seen a game at Little Caesars Arena yet?
No.
So
it's
tonight will be your first?
my first game, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, welcome. It's an
Yeah.
exciting building to play in. It doesn't have quite as much character that the Joe had just yet, but it's awesome.
But
Great building.
I like our Julius Arena. I missed Julius Arena, and of course I'm lucky to I play there, not play here. I always have a good memory.
Yeah.
We have good memories of you. Whenever you ask players who was your favorite player to watch, and many will say Pavel Datsyuk. So I hope you're proud of that. I think you are, and you should be.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you taking the time to join us, Pavel. I know it's a busy day for you, and enjoy your first game here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Have fun.
Thank you.